Hey guys, Anders here, welcome back to another video. Today's video, top 5 problems I would like to see addressed in Battlefield 2042 in no real particular order. It's just kind of what I put in this video and what is annoying me the most. Feel free to comment your top 5 down below, and of course if you like the video, hit the like button and subscribe to the channel. Let's get right into number 1. Number 1, something that's already going to be addressed in a upcoming update, squad management system. I cannot even believe we've made it this far into this game without a squad management system, and it should have been in the game in the beta, but I'm happy to say that this has been on their radar, as they like to call it, and we're actually going to get it. I just hope that they rework the entire UI so it looks more like a Battlefield 4 or a Battlefield 1 squad system, so we can actually see who is in what squad, how many people are in that squad, is it locked, is it friend only, all that good stuff. Basically, just copy previous Battlefield games. It's not that hard. Another thing I'd really like to see change is the gunplay of Battlefield 2042. Now, this is less realistic, let's say, because they really haven't mentioned anything about the gunplay for the entire duration of the entire existence of Battlefield 2042, and the last change they've actually done to it was, I believe, one of the spread changes, and that was over a year ago. But the gunplay, I made a video about this actually a couple days ago. The gunplay is a massive problem. It's a source of frustration in the game. You can die to ARs from like 150 meters, LMGs 150 meters. Snipers actually are at a disadvantage when fighting ARs at that range because snipers, as you probably know, got a moving spread nerf. Meanwhile, ARs can move at full speed from any range and just pretty much ego chow anyone from across the entire map. They need to change the gunplay. It would help the game immensely. Add a skill gap. Return to bursting such as Battlefield 3 or Battlefield 4 so that there's a skill gap in the gunplay, and basically it reduces the effective range of the weapon so you don't have to worry about dying to things you shouldn't have to die to ever in Battlefield games, such as SMGs from like 80 meters, 90 meters, ARs from 150 meters, and, you know, it's just a massive problem in the game. The third thing I would like to see done is vehicle reworks. Yes, they've reworked maps, so in my mind, there's no reason why they shouldn't be able to rework some of the vehicles in the game. And by rework, I mean add some mechanics in, right? Rework how some of the things work with these vehicles, because some of these vehicles just have no substance to them at all, and it shows. Perfect example is the tanks. Some of the things you could do to the tanks, they've already received some turret speed increases, which were much needed. But they need some further changes. They need to be able to actually move. For the amount of stuff that is slung at tanks in this game, they sure as fuck can't get out of the way of all that stuff that's being slung at them. The acceleration and deceleration values for tanks are just way, way too slow. I'd like to see it return to about BF4 speeds, and that's probably going to be a little controversial, but hey, that's my opinion. It worked really well in Battlefield 4, and it wasn't a problem ever. As for some of the other vehicles, I already made a video about transport vehicles and what I'd do to that. I'd link that into in the description down below. I'd also completely rework some of the vehicle spawns on the maps. I think wherever there's going to be an attack helicopter, there needs to be a jet, right? For instance, do that. You need to rework the jets completely and just, you know, add speed control back, make them feel good. Get rid of this weird sort of phenomena where it feels like you're not pulling up even though you are, and I think that has something to do with the physics of the jets, so they need to rework jets completely. Helicopters, I'd like to see a skill gap added back into them with flying. The controls of helicopters seem to be very deliberately easy, which allows pretty much anyone to go on massive kill streaks. I would return to how Battlefield 4 handled helicopters, for instance. Not everybody can just jump in a helicopter and do great things. And I think this is viable to ask for because with Season 5, they're probably not going to be doing any more map reworks, so you might as well rework something else in the game, right, Dice? The fourth thing I would love to see fixed is whatever's going on with this game's movement. This game's movement, to me, recently, I don't know if it's crossplay, I don't know if it's netcode, I don't know if it's server lag, I don't know what it is, but the game feels terrible, ladies and gentlemen. The lag or the deceleration or acceleration values on the movement just feels super mushy and imprecise. And I've complained about this for a while, but recently it feels like it's gotten worse ever since update, 4.1.0. It just feels like you're on ice skates. You try to peek a corner tightly and with a deliberate action. You try to make your peak really tight, really nice, and you just can't because you don't feel like you can stop where you want to stop, and you overshoot or undershoot it, and then you make a mistake, and then you die as a result. you need to be able to place your movement precisely in FPS games so you can, have skill expression in your game and basically just have better players win fights they should win because their movement was better in that particular situation. I'd love to see some movement changes. I'd like to see some of the things with dead slides addressed. For instance, if you don't know what a dead slide is, when you hit the slide key and nothing happens. I would like to see that change. I want to see it more consistent. Just tighten everything up, basically. And last but certainly not least, and this is probably one of the biggest things I mentioned in this entire video, it's kind of relating to gunplay, but not really. They need to address the weapon balance in this game. I don't know about you guys, but SMGs in this game just feel absolutely pointless for the most part, other than maybe the PP Bison and the PP 2000. ARs are completely out of control. We see that with the RM68 right now. The gun's killing people from 150 meters away like it's absolutely nothing. The headshot multipliers are out of whack completely. SMG headshot multipliers, as I believe, like 1.25. Meanwhile, the ARs are, I think, 2.15. So you could be in a gunfight, be sitting pretty at, like, I don't know, 85 HP, you get headshot once and you're one shot. It's just totally weird. It doesn't make any sense, and you can't do the same with the SMGs. You have to shoot people in the head with a submachine gun like 3 or 4 times sometimes to kill them. Meanwhile, with ARs, you can get 2-tapped. The balance is completely out of whack. They need to address things by increasing SMG headshot multiplier to 1.5 and reducing the AR headshot multiplier to something like, I don't know, 1.85 or 1.75, something like that. 2x is kind of crazy for ARs in my opinion, especially with how effective the ranges are with every weapon in the game. You're doing huge damage out to an extended distance, and that is one of the things that feels really bad to die to in Battlefield 2042. You'll be about 100 meters, 110 meters from someone, and you die to them so fast it feels like they were right next to you. And that is partly to do with the headshot multipliers. He hit a headshot on you, half your HP gets disintegrated, and then you're just instantly dead from across the map. Yeah, gun balance needs to be addressed in more ways than just that. I could probably make an entire video about what I do to gun balance. Let me know in the comment section if you want to see that. Comment down below your top 5 yourself. If you enjoyed the video, hit the like button and subscribe to the channel. Follow me on Twitter. I stream every single day at twitch.tv/enders. We are playing in a $20,000 fucking tournament this month. Do you understand me? YouTube people, follow the Twitch stream. I'll be streaming that, and you best believe we're going to win that fucking money. I'll see you guys later.